Now, let me start with you, Dersh. First of all, I thought the court ruled that they have to return this man. They did not respect due process, and they seem to be saying that the court ruled in their favor. What am I missing here?
This is a very simple case. If not for the fact that a judge had stayed his deportation on the ground that he had pending a claim of asylum, very simple. You can deport without any further due process anybody who's in the country illegally. This guy is in the country illegally. And if he didn't have a court order that said, wait a minute, you're here illegally, but you've made an application to stay here even though you're here illegally in order to avoid being sent back to El Salvador because you think you'll be killed in El Salvador. It's only that court order, technically, which is the mistake. And it is a mistake because they did violate a court order. But once he's given his asylum claim, and if that's denied, he can easily be deported because he's an illegal alien. It doesn't matter whether he's committed crimes or anything else. You have no right to stay in the country if you came into the country illegally.
All right, quick follow, Dersh. But isn't there something a little bit more here that this administration seems to say, yeah, I don't care what a court says. I know they're my court. I know I handpicked them. I still don't care. I'm not going to do it. And what's the remedy?
Well, first of all, the court did not do a particularly good job, the Supreme Court. In order to get to be 9-0, they had to compromise all over the place. So they said basically, look, the authority lies with the foreign policy of the United States. Court shouldn't interfere with that. If he's going to come back, you should facilitate it, but we're not going to have any deadlines. So the Trump administration, stretching the opinion in its favor, says, well, they didn't give us a deadline, and they didn't order him to be brought back. They said, facilitate it. He should be brought back. He should be given a hearing quickly on the issue of whether he has a legitimate claim of sanctuary, and then he should be sent back because he's not a U.S. citizen. Once you're not a U.S. citizen and you're here illegally, your rights are very, very constrained. This is not like the Khalil case where he's a green card. It's not even a student visa. Right. He may have a visa, but the question is, if he came illegally in the beginning, he has no right to stay here, except subject to the humanitarian claim that if he's sent back, the gangs are going to kill him. That's his claim.
Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.